Welcome back, true believers, to the Ghost Rider vlog. So today's episode is going to be issue number 7. This is the direct follow-up to the introduction of Zodiac 2, to which we are not only introduced to the idea that it's the One Man Zodiac, but also we get a guest appearance by Stunt Master, a character that appeared apparently a couple times during the run of Daredevil. So with that out of the way, the cover again. We have a nice little Zodiac wheel here. We have the writer and Stunt Master both looking at each other as they're riding down a unshown path, or at least leaping through the wheel. And, yeah, the art's pretty decent. Again, cheap white backgrounds, but what are you gonna do? They gotta do something to keep the budget down, eh? So they pick up pretty much right where things left off. Taurus is racing out of the bank with the files that he has stolen, and Ghost Rider meets him outside. They continue their chase down the streets, Taurus using a group of people to try and spook. That way they can try and cut off the Rider. The Rider, of course, taking his own shortcut around to continue chasing Toro. As the chase is going on, Stunt Master is apparently signing papers for people because he's got an actual television show that he's a part of now. He's done so well for himself recently. And after seeing both Toro then the Rider running by, he finally has it in him to say, you know what, I owe people a lot, and if nothing else, I can at least help what seems to be crime fighting in action. So he hops on his own stunt bike and chases after the Rider, catches up, and they both decide to team up to take down the new One Man Zodiac. The Rider shoots some hellfire to get the Zodiac to where they want him, and then Stuntmaster takes a jet. He has apparently the Stuntmaster has jets underneath his bike to help it propel into the air. So he does a huge jump with the jets and nearly runs into the Zodiac, the Zodiac having to take a tumble in order to prevent him from being crushed. Because apparently he still has normal mortal weaknesses, despite the superpowers that he does have, so there are limits. He then changes in front of the both of them, revealing the fact that he is only one man doing all these Zodiacs, and then proceeds to knock them out with one of the Zodiac powers. When they wake up, they see him in his natural form, which is that of one of the Aquarius characters. So apparently one of the Zodiac has apparently broken free, and what he managed to do is that in his time in jail, he found out that he was getting cancer because of Taurus's plans that sent him into space, and he's got only 1 year to live. In his manic yelling for anyone to help him to seek out vengeance, obviously one of Satan's own responds, and one of Satan's own happens to show up to help him. It is in fact the same demon helper that was helping Roulette in the previous story, now that I finally remembered his name. And he has given Zodiac powers for a year to try and seek out his vengeance. Of course, he's powering through all these different Zodiacs, one right after the other, trying to deal with these particular superheroes as well as doing the crimes he needs to try and keep the other Zodiac but also he's powering through them, trying to just make sure that all the other Zodiacs are going to be put into jail permanently. So he's very quickly running through all the different Zodiac members. At the end of the fight and chase, they are captured and then break free. They continue to give chase. Rider has to do it alone because Stuntmaster does end up injured with a couple of cracked ribs. And in the chase, the Rider makes him use up the last couple of Zodiac powers, to which he is Aquarius again on top of the dock. But as he's yelling at the Rider that he's going to still beat him, the demon that gave him his powers shows up and takes his soul because he has already used up a Zodiac year. So he is completely and totally boned, and we leave with the threat that Satan is now in the area again and is going to try once again in person to attack Johnny. So we'll have to see what the next book brings. Otherwise, pretty good story, really good art. I don't really have many complaints, and we actually show in not only in talk but also in a couple images here and there, not only Stunt Master's background but also the background of the Avengers fighting with the Zodiac. So, pretty good overall. And also there's 2 one-page splashes, more or less. One of them does have a lot of dialogue, one of them is just there to be there. And if it wasn't for the fact that they, for whatever reason, periodically put eyes onto Ghost Rider and they don't always do it well, it would have been perfect. Matter of fact, I could probably Photoshop that and make it perfect. Just black out those eyes or just make them these beady yellow orbs, which are the only other eye effect that's actually done well. But other than that, that's my only nitpicks. Pretty solid book. Can't wait for the next one. So I am actually going to read the next one before I stop filming for today. And I will see you all on the next episode. Good night.